Sometimes it's the simplest compliance things that sometimes trip up our doctors and our practices. Today we're talking about name badges. It's something that sounds incredibly easy and elementary, but we find that it actually can create some challenges and sometimes isn't followed at all, but it's so easy to take care of, and you are required. There are two different acts in Illinois that specifically deal with healthcare offices and name badges. The first is the Medical Patient Rights Act, and the second is the Truth in Healthcare Professional Services Act. Both of those acts require healthcare professionals to wear name badges. In fact, they actually require personnel in healthcare professional settings to wear name badges, with some exceptions. First of all, let's do it this way. Anybody who is delivering a patient care task, and that could be anything as far as a care task is concerned, everything remedial, all the way down to maybe just applying hot and cold packs, that would be considered a care task. Now, of course, making an appointment, the reception that you may have out front, as long as that person is not delivering patient care tasks, they would be excluded from this requirement. So double back again, anybody delivering any kind of patient care tasks, they're required to wear a name badge. If they're not delivering patient care tasks, then they would not have that same requirement. Who that might be? It might be your receptionist. I mentioned that before. It might be your insurance person, your billing person. If they don't, again, deliver any kind of patient care tasks at all, then they also would not be required to wear a name badge. And third, maybe an office manager, again, who is not delivering any kind of patient care task. All of those would be at least examples of someone in your office that very well may not have to wear name badges. Now, what do the name badges have to have on them? And this is where some of the devil is in the details, if you will. So first of all, what has to be on there? A name, your license title. Also, it's got to be it's got to be very visible. You can't just make a name badge and then toss it in your pocket. That doesn't count. It has to be visible to the patient. It also can't be hidden for the patient. The patient has to be able to identify who is working on them, who is delivering that care task. Chiropractic physicians, you should include your full name, first and last name, and also you should include either chiropractic physician, DC, or doctor of chiropractic after your name to make it abundantly clear, one, what your name is, and two, your license. Now, your other licensed personnel in your office also have to include their license or license title. So PT for physical therapists, PTAs for physical therapy assistants, anybody who's like OTs, if you have an MD, of course, working for you, or a licensed massage therapist also. If they're licensed massage therapists in your office, if they're LMTs in your office, they also would have to wear a name badge and have to identify them and their license on their name badge. Now, we believe that due to the intent of the law, that your chiropractic assistant's name would also have to be included. We believe that you all should identify, what they are in your office, and we believe that you should include chiropractic assistant after their name as well. Don't use CA. CA is actually a protected title under the Acupuncturist Act here in Illinois, and so don't use CA. They should be chiropractic assistants in your office, and that should cover it. Now, what form could that take? It could be a very simple name badge. It could be one that you've ordered from a particular company. It also, it could be your scrubs or a lab coat or a doctor's coat that is embroidered, and any of those would be proper forms as long as they meet all of the requirements that we've already discussed. For the rest of your staff that isn't necessarily licensed, you could simply just use their first name. And hopefully that helps you out and helps you with the requirement for having name badges in your office. A very simple compliance thing to take care of, but one that we see missed. Hopefully you'll take care of that tomorrow. Take care.